Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to our first of three live broadcasts this morning. And at 4 o'clock, we're going to dive into how to take your business to an entirely new level on LinkedIn and Facebook, taking advantage of all of the new changes that have taken place. I'd like to welcome all of my friends that are watching this broadcast live on Facebook or on LinkedIn, or for those of you that are watching this live on my YouTube channel. Additionally, I want to welcome all of my students and their guests that are participating in this live Zoom session. And unfortunately, the only way you can ask me questions is to participate in the Zooms. Now, tonight at 9 o'clock, we're going to show you how to transform your LinkedIn and Facebook profiles into marketing magnets. It's going to be part of our Wisdom Wednesday trainings. It's free. Go to maxligart.com/special webinar. I need to warn you that this one, I believe, is going to be filled to capacity. So you want to make sure you get there early. Now, I love success stories. I mean, I really do. And I don't share them with you to impress you. I share them with you to impress upon you what you can be doing, what everybody that you bring into your business can be doing. One of my favorite students is Sheila. Her words speak for itself. Max, I just wanted to thank you. 4 weeks ago, all I knew how to do on a computer was send an email. I'm a single parent with no support system, limited time, and I'm still able to get this done. I followed everything to the letter and brought 2 business builders in during the first 2 weeks. One of them is on this webinar, and 3 yesterday, with 2 more strong possibilities for this week, who are contacting me daily. I'm now seeing daily responses to the post. This student was ready, and the teacher appeared. If you're ready to take your business to the next level, I am here to help you. Brand new. She comes back and says, hey, Max, just saying hello. I had a good day today. Signed up 3 people in 1 day. I'm excited. I've been methodically putting people into the pipeline, waiting for it to flow. You're the best. You need to have a little bit of patience and let the process work. Then she came back. I just signed up a woman from Minneapolis that I met an hour ago. When it's right, it's right. She just walked right through the door. Posting is an important part of building relationships with people. And then I got this. Max, what has me so excited is my new person did her first post last night after signing up for boot camp and having videos for 1 day. 2 people responded to the post, and she's taking them through the questions right now. One is practically begging to come into the company. It's amazing. She's excited. Bring somebody into your business, show them what to do, get them excited about your business, and there are no limits for what you can accomplish. Hey, Max, boy, you weren't kidding when you said what we write shakes the tree. After yesterday's 4 o'clock webinar, I made a post on LinkedIn, and within 5 minutes, a woman sent me her phone number and just finished signing her up with one of the bigger packages. Bada bing, bada boom, thanks. Folks, if you're not talking to people every day, if you're not closing at least 1 or 2 people a week in your business, that can all change. If you're not registered for boot camp, go to maxligart.com/boot camp. Use the promo code BEST DEAL. It'll drop the price to $79. For those of you that have been in boot camps before, this one is going to be wildly different. In what way? First, heavy training in something that we are releasing. I've been talking about it for months, and we're finally able to release it. Max GPT. For those of you that are students, I urge you, if you haven't registered for boot camp yet, I urge you to jump into our 90-day boot camp challenge. If you've registered for boot camp and you want to extend right to support@maxsteingart.com, we will include you in this. We're going to help all 90-day challenge boot camp participants over May, June, and July dramatically increase your business. And I mean dramatically. Again, Max GPT. We're going to give you our anthology of scripts, so you always know exactly the right words to say, to use with every prospect. Now, people always ask me, what's the difference between the scripts books? Now, this is an anthology of all my proven scripts that provide you with proven field-tested sales strategies, tactics, with copy and paste templates, transcripts, and precise message content that will enable you to talk to anyone with confidence. They can be used in private messages on any social network, when you're on the phone with a prospect, or when you're face-to-face. So what is the difference? And I've been asked this at least 5 times every day. My office is getting flooded. What is the difference between this and ChatGPT? Let me jump over here and show you. Now, for those of you that are registered for boot camp, you're going to have access to the April boot camp, which had 5 sessions. And tomorrow night session, create your page. It's all here. You could get a head start. The April boot camp had an extra session, the daily routine of top earners. Now, what is the difference between boot camp and my chatbot? Now, we have 2. We have one bot that's going to be on my website. I think they're loading it up today, where you can go and ask specific questions. And all you have to do, just type a question. Now, the difference is, if you have the scripts book, go down to the scripts book. Find the scripts. what do I say, to start a conversation, pick out the pieces that you need, or you can go to the case studies, take it and modify it to fit who you're talking to, or type it in the bot, hit the enter key, and the more information you put in here. Now, we're feeding into the general. I mean, I got to tell you something. There is so much here that it's going to make the whole process easier. Now, the first bot is going to give you okay. Now, our coaching, like everything else, our coaching pro prices are going up. So we have two coaching programs. One is for 10 hours. It's priced at $89.97. And there are a lot of extras in this. We also offer, and this should be a 7-hour program for $59.97. It includes participation in 3 boot camps, participation in a top earner retreat, and we're going to be giving access to our coaching students to previously recorded mastermind sessions, which are going to be loaded with incredible training. Additionally, over the years, I've worked with hundreds of coaching students, and I recorded a number of them. And we're going to make the recorded coaching sessions where I set up people's profiles available. And we've let 10 of our coaching students see them. They love them. Sonia, we shared yours, which seems to be one of the favorites, because you could watch me as I worked with Sonia in our first session and how we came up with all of the details that explain what she did. They especially love how we came up with the headline or the name for your copywriting business. Now, today is May Day. Let me unmute Sonia for just a second.
Hey there.
Sonia, so you had fun.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Well, I got to tell you something. After I watched it again before we put it up, I was saying to myself, you know, you think you were having fun? I had a blast. In fact, that's one of the things that I really love about coaching is because it gives me a chance to work with people, to go in and figure out solutions to their problems. And it gives me a chance to, you know, use some of my creativity. I came up with that title after talking to you. Okay, I didn't know. We come over here. I didn't know anything about you, even though you went through a couple of boot camps,
Right. That's correct. Yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
then as we, you know, it's like I'm interviewing you, and, you know, you're opening up, you're telling me stuff about yourself that I had no way of knowing, you know, and the whole idea for all of you is to make your experience section of profile simple, easy. I mean, 21 years of copywriting experience. You've been in a number of network marketing companies, but we made this simple, and coming up with a name for your copywriting business, which you didn't have,
That's right.
was
That's right.
was a blast. And again, how did I get this? I let you describe to me what it was all about, what you did, and you know, while you're talking, and the neurons in my brain are going cha-ching, 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 cha-ching.
It was really interesting, Max, because I could actually hear you thinking. And and that's why I stayed quiet because I was like, I could hear the gears turning, and it was really interesting. And it was a real demonstration too of your process. It helped me a lot just sitting there watching you do that, live.
And that's the other thing that we're going to be putting into our boot camps, and more so into our coaching program. We want to make it as easy and as simple as possible. Okay.
Yes.
And the end of the day, we want to make it fun. We want to make it fun.
Yeah.
Tonight, we're going to be talking about things that you all can be doing to turn your LinkedIn profiles, your Facebook profiles into true marketing magnets. So how do you do that? Number one, you do it with how you position yourself. And the other part of that is posting. What you put out there enables all of you to position yourself as someone, they've come up with the term, oh, can't believe I just did that. Man, it's right on the tip of my tongue. I didn't have my coffee yet this morning. You become an influencer.
Mm.
You become an influencer. When you put out a post on leadership quoting the second president of the United States, you have no idea how much you impress everybody that sees it. How did you know that? When you put out a quote from Anthony Robbins, or you put out a quote from and these names are just sitting in the back of my head. Any quote from an influence
I know
person.
I put out one from Russell Brunson, and I also put out one from Ella Fitzgerald. And I was eyes, I mean, and with a beautiful picture of both of them. And it really did attract people. And I have people to respond to right now. So it's really interesting to me to watch what's going on. I know I sent you a question, and I love the way you answered the question in a session earlier this week, because I know you see my messages. And what's interesting to me, Max, is as I look at your process and I'm listening to you speak, because the way you speak is the way you handle the coaching and answer the questions also. And I'm realizing is that you're saying warming, making them a warm market. And so it clicked to me, um, as I keep coming to boot camps, okay, it's a cold market. I'm warming up the market, so send warm messages. And then as I went through your script book, and I realized each one of these responses is so warm and inviting and heartfelt. And I think that is a lot of what draws people in. So, I'm leaning on, in that direction. So I'm getting everything piece by piece, but it's really coming together for me.
Well, right. I mean, you didn't start out your career as a copywriter. The first year that you did it, what you were putting out there was totally different
Yes,
than,
that's correct.
because you will learn. And the thing that, not that I want to blow my own horn, the thing that makes me different than all of these social media experts and gurus that are out there, I have 5 of them registered for the May boot camp
Wow.
because they want to learn what is new. They want to learn. Now you could go and you could use Chat GPT and come up with responses, but they are not the kind of responses that you would get. In fact, what I put up here, okay, this answer here, whoops, let me go back. This is an answer that you would get if you were using Chat GPT. Okay. So you're right. I noticed on your LinkedIn profile page that you're considering a career change. That's an exciting opportunity to explore new possibilities and utilize your valuable skills in different ways. As an experienced network marketer, I've helped many individuals navigate career transitions and find success in new ventures. This comes right out of ChatGPT. Okay. I would love to connect with you, learn more about your career goals and interests. Perhaps we can discuss how leveraging social networks can open doors. Feel free to reach out and let me know if you'd like to connect. I want you to understand what's happening. Okay. Your competition is jumping on ChatGPT. LinkedIn is providing their own version of artificial intelligence, and this is the kind of stuff that they're producing. And in the course of doing this, I mean, there are going to be millions of people every day that are going to be sending versions of this stuff out. A few years ago, and this was before LinkedIn had all of these advanced applications and features. I came up with a tactic and a strategy that was flat out off the charts amazing. And within 2 weeks, so many people were using it. And I'm talking about hundreds of thousands of people. Maybe several hundred people got it from me, and then it started to spread. But so many people were sending out the same message, verbatim, word for word, that it got labeled as spam. Okay? It got labeled as spam. You get this kind of a message. We've taken all kinds of steps to ensure that that doesn't happen now. But this is what is happening on LinkedIn. LinkedIn, it's almost like if I was going to compare it to the southern border of the United States. Okay? And you got all these people that are coming across the border. You have literally 300,000 profiles are being added every day. Every day. And so, unless your I's are dotted and your T's are crossed, your profile gets tagged. That's one of the reasons why now they're having people validate their profile. And so Aaron writes, I joined LinkedIn 4 years ago during COVID. There is a distinct difference now versus then. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's different. The process that you all want to work with is the same. What it's going to take is you putting yourself out there as someone that's unique, someone that's different, and someone that is directly contributing information and knowledge to other people. Let me unmute Daryl. Daryl, have you heard from LinkedIn? I'm probably going to write a book about, what Daryl has been.
I haven't checked yet this morning. I will check though as soon as I finish here.
Okay, good. And send me, send me a message, text me a message. I've got some available time today, and we'll check it out. Daryl is I don't want to say a typical case, but we've been trying to get Daryl on LinkedIn for 4 months. And working with Daryl, helping him go through this, has opened my eyes to the process. Okay? You're all going to notice that LinkedIn now, for those of you that are subscribing to their advanced features, they're putting in secondary levels. In other words, you have to confirm who you are, confirm on your phone, confirm in email. And it's not just happening on LinkedIn, it's happening everywhere. Because so many people now recognize the power of social media, or the power of the internet. And I have never been more excited for all of you. So what the bot's going to do for you, the bot's going to save you time. You got a question, you want to ask a question, you don't have to wait for an Ask Max. You have a prospect that you want to respond to, you don't have to wait. You just type in what you need, boom, it's going to pop up. And the thing that blows me away is that as I answer questions, the answers to those questions end up getting stored in a database. So when someone else asks the question, it's going to pop right up. Any variation can be modified to fit exactly the person that you're talking to. However, and of course, we've got plenty of warnings built into this thing, because you have to check, you have to read what's being written. Okay? Make sure that everything is spelled correctly. Make sure that you're not giving away too much information, or it's a bot, it's a computer. I'm thrilled that 5 network marketing companies are going to be offering my bot to all of their students. What does that do for you? It makes the content because we're constantly going to be adding new information, new versions, but everything gets personalized for you. And so on one side, that's great. On the other side, the number of people that want me to coach them is increasing, and unfortunately, I have a limit. I can only work with 25 people a week. I'm sorry, 25 people a month. And when I finish with you, the truth is I'm never finished because people keep coming back. I've got coaching students that are back after 5 years. They're coming back. And when they see what LinkedIn has become over the last 5 or 6 years, I have one person I'm working with that I worked with 10 years ago, 2014. LinkedIn was prehistoric compared to what it is today. And the thing is, when you're searching for people, let me pop over here. When you're searching for people, remember, you now have access to 1,050,000,000 people. So if I go up here to LinkedIn and I do a search, actually, an interesting way, for those of you that have been on LinkedIn for a while, let me show you this, because go to your network. Now, the number of connection requests that I'm getting, the more you post, the more you do, the more you put out there, the more incoming invitations you're going to get. But if I go over here to my connections, try this. For those of you that have been on LinkedIn for a while, go to your first level connections. So they're telling, I got 10,000 here. First level. Now these 10,000 people have connections. The people that are connected to my first level connections are on my second level. So these 10,000 people connect me to 1,820,000 people. All right. Now, these and by the way, notice you've got connect buttons. These 1,800,000 people, well, they're all connected to people too. They're on my third level. So they're telling me that when you add these people up, I have access to 1,020,000,000 professionals. Now, some of my students, when they do this, it'll come up 1,030,000,000 professionals. And this really isn't accurate, okay? But what I want you to notice, let's go back to the people that you're already connected to. You would be amazed at how many people have dropped off. Okay, in other words, you were talking to them, something changed. So you can go up here, you can search for people that are looking. You could search for people that you're connected. For example, if I did a search looking, I've got 1,300 people that I'm connected with that are flat out looking for an opportunity. Flat out. And if you go and you check, now But sometimes this, I didn't put this here. This is being fed by LinkedIn. Look at his profile. Now, we've been connected since 2021. And they've got a writing assistant. Introduce yourself. Ask about job opportunities. Cold messages can be hard, but I can help with a draft. Now, before you send a message to someone, we've been connected since 2021. It's imperative to look at his activity. So the last time he posted something was 6 years ago. Now, up until last summer, the only way you could tell about a person's activity was to see what he posted. Now, look at comments. Well, he made a comment about something 3 years ago. Let's see what his reactions are. Oh, he reacted on about something 2 years ago. The potential, if you sent this guy a message that he is going to come back and respond, is low. It's incredibly low. Last time he did anything on LinkedIn was 2 years ago. For all you know, he hasn't been back in 2 years. And there's another side to this. If you send out, now you can send out as many messages to people that you want, that you're already connected to. There's no limit. There's no limit. I could go down here. And I could send messages to every one of these people. Some of you have already experienced that when you go to celebrations. Okay, you're reaching out to people that are having a wishing them a happy birthday, and they're not responding. And the reason they're not responding is they haven't been active in 4 years or 5 years. So it's incredibly imperative that before you reach out to reconnect with somebody, that you check to see if they're active. But at the same time, you're checking to see if they're active, you need to be asking yourself the question, is this someone that is really a decent prospect for my business? Are they a good candidate? Do I want to take the time to start up with a company, to start up with somebody? Just because you're connected doesn't mean that you want to talk to them. Let me, kind of an interesting comment. Let me unmute Aaron. Good morning. Aaron, can you hear me? Maybe your mic's not working. Okay. Well, you can hear me, but I can't hear you. And what I wanted to ask you, you could type it in if you can't talk. You said you are the Quincy Jones of network marketing. What makes you say that? Okay. Now, LinkedIn has added all kinds of new features that are going to make it easier for you. No Quincy, no Thriller. Hey, bottom line for all of you folks is the more you do this, the easier it's going to become. Let me ask folks that are here, how many of you that have been doing this for any length of time feel like this whole process is fun and it's become addicting? Okay. How many of you can say that this is addicting? I mean, I can't wait to see who I can talk. Okay, let me unmute Debbie.
Good morning, Max.
Good morning, Debbie. So, it's getting. I mean, you and I have been. We've been. God, when you think about it, one of the first biggest events that I spoke at was that NECAN event in Anaheim, and you were there.
I was there, but not at your event, but I heard all about you at that point, and I was very jealous that I was not in that event.
Right. But over the years, and the reason why was this was an event that was put on by a big leader that he wanted to make available to his people, but not ever, there's all kinds of politics are involved in network marketing. Some leaders don't, like other leaders. And even if the person came up with something that was great, the fact that this other person was connected to it would be enough to, oh, no, don't look at that.
And what's interesting is that was my first network marketing company, and I was on a team that we didn't have strong leadership. We had some training, but it's like the basic network marketing training. And I had grown a very big business before that, and I wanted something more. I just didn't know what it was.
Right. And it's a learning process for everybody. It's a learning process. And I mean, when I was working with you, and we were, working on your profile, I had more fun coming up with that cover.
I did too. And so many people think that's me. Yeah, it's a great cover because I love to sail as well.
So the lesson here for all of you is this. Every part of your profile, your headline, your headline's down here, but your banner, your profile cover, everything that you put on your profile is done for a specific reason. It's designed, to make people be curious about who you are, make them want to connect with you. Okay? And it's, you are going to be learning new things all the time. Like Debbie said, the people that were training her were teaching her these old school things because that's what they know. And if you've been in more than one network marketing company, that stuff doesn't work.
I've been in a few.
Right. In fact, it became so prevalent that, some network marketing leaders came up with the concept of the NFL club, no friends left.
Yep, I know that one.
Right. Because what can you do? I mean, you can't keep going. After you've expended the capital that you have with a friend or someone that you know on one thing, it's hard to go back and tell them something about, something new. Unless, of course, there's a story attached. Some of you may remember that have been around for a while. I think it was 2 years ago. There was a new network marketing company that showed up on the horizon, and it was the Transact card. And we had people in boot camp. We're all building the Transact card, and I used to tell people, help me out here. I understand it. The potential is phenomenal, but I'm here to help you all make money. I'm here to help you turn that profile into something that will enable you to talk to people with confidence that will buy something from you and put money in your pocket. You couldn't do that with a Transact card. And yet people were investing $500 to become founders. Initially, they were paying a monthly fee, waiting for the thing to be launched, and it was never launched. They kept putting it off. Well, we got to do this. We got to do this. We got to do this. And yet people believed in it. I had one woman that was a coaching student that was in a terrific company, and she came back. No, Max, I want you to teach me how to sell the Transact card. And I said, think about this. If I am looking to replace my job, I need something that I can do where I can earn $500 a week or $1,000 a week. You can't do that with the Transact card. So that limits the audience, makes it harder. And in February, big announcement. The Transact card is being reshuffled. It's being reorganized. Now it's being called Finmore. Different look, different card, different name, different process. And that didn't last very long because about a week and a half ago, big announcement, done, sold, out of business. The only people that made money with the Transact card were the people that created it in the first place. I mean, think about this. They said their goal was 500,000 people. All right. Well, if I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt, let's say they had 100,000 people that bought into it. Multiply $500 times 100,000 people, and that's the amount of money these people collected. Multiply it times $500 times 500,000. The numbers are astronomical. And Shirley, I'm going to have time with you today. Shirley, are you available at 2 o'clock today? Let me know. My schedule. Okay, perfect. So we'll do a session today at 2. As for the rest of you, if you've been in boot camp before, you kind of know what's coming. The best thing that you could do, and that's one of the reasons why that's one of the reasons why I keep doing this. All right. So I'm going to pop over here. I just want to do one last thing, and then I've got to run. So Robin Williams is here. And take a look. Whoops. So Robin, is this you? And there's a whole bunch of them.
I'm trying to get to the screen now. Do you have it up?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, LinkedIn. Okay. The red sweater.
Good. So the second one. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So the real Robin Williams, not the one that's dead. Okay. And so what are you trying to market and sell?
I currently do affiliate marketing. So I either promote the tools, pretty much a funnel builder, or coaching and training, or I help people set those tools up in their business using the same products.
Okay. Now, what did you do before you got into this?
Before I got into online marketing,
Mhm.
Air Force, I was active duty Air Force.
Okay. See, you're not the only affiliate marketer that's on here, that's on LinkedIn. Okay. In fact,
Right.
okay. So what makes you different? What makes you special? For example, I tell you what, if you would put your phone number in the chat, and I can give you a call. And Jackie, I have you on my schedule today at 11 o'clock. Okay. Because for example, you're in the Air Force. Or you are in the Air Force.
Yes.
There are all kinds of people that are in the Air Force. That you could be talking to. But there's not, so we look at U.S. Air Force, we look at people. You got 748,000 people. Now, the truth is that they're going to be active U.S. Air Force, not somebody that you want to talk to, but retired veterans.
Mm-hmm.
You got access to 76,000 people. Now, again, you don't want veterans. You want specific veterans that are into online marketing. But the thing that you have in common with these people is going to be the fact that you got an Air Force background. Additionally, retired, you got another 60,000. But the biggest group of people U.S. Air Force people that are transitioning out of the Air Force. So you got 16,000 people that are getting out of the Air Force that are what? That are looking for something else to do. And a number of them could be interested in setting up their own internet business. Now, if I go back, okay, so now we're connected. Let's look at your profile. Okay. Is that your phone number?
Yes.
Right.
I don't even know what's public there.
Oh, yeah, well, there's some good things and some bad. Hey, listen, some people that are watching this may give you a call.
Mhm.
I can give you a call around 12:30 today. I got a better room. Does that work for you?
That's EST.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. And because there are some things that you can do that, I mean, the bottom line is you're looking for customers, you're looking for business. Folks, I have got to jump. I will be back at 1 o'clock. Be sure you come, 4 o'clock. Be sure you come back tonight at 9, because I'm going to show you some things, new things, some things that you've never seen before that you can do that will turn your profiles on Facebook and LinkedIn into marketing magnets. Have people come to you. So until next time, best of luck in building your business. We'll see you later. And if you haven't gotten in boot camp